Tipona, bona na kichu. Salima wanga kumbikin. Mucho shakapaka. Mucho shakapaka. Mucho shakapaka. Mucho shakapaka. Tonki ba non tontek. Tipona. Salima wang. Tipona, bona na kichu. Tonki ba no. Tipona. Tipona, bona na kichu. Tong abuk shami no nok. Mucho shakapaka. Tong abuk shami no nok. Tong abuk shami no nok. Tonki ba non tontek. Tonki ba non tontek. Tong abuk shami no nok. Tong abuk shami no nok. Tonki ba non tontek. Salima wanga kumbikin. Mucho shakapaka. Mucho shakapaka. Tong abuk shami no nok. Mucho shakapaka. Salima wanga kumbikin. Tipona, bona na kichu. Tipona, bona na kichu. Tonki ba non tontek. Tonki ba non tontek. Tong abuk shami no nok. Mucho shakapaka. Salima wanga kumbikin. Tipona, bona na kichu. Tipona, bona na kichu. Tipona, bona na kichu. Tonki ba non tontek. Mucho shakapaka. Tonki ba non tontek. Tonki ba non tontek. Mucho shakapaka. Salima wanga kumbikin. Tipona, bona na kichu. Tonki ba non tontek. Tong abuk shami no nok. Tong abuk shami no nok. Tonki ba non tontek.
Okay, well, let's see if this is enough to get her off my ship.
Kotor Mod. Gratullo, chico. Gdzie ładowana niki bobo? Ronda ci hotonga kun hankali. di hotonga kun hangabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tungking ba nunobek.
Mucho shakapaka.
Tolpa da bongwale gaduna guguchuchu.
Tipuna. Bona na kichu.
Takum justach miki grabal mogo. Kachi.
Tong abuk shami no. Tong ki ba non tontek. Selima wanga kun bikim.
Tong hai wang jiji jong lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Tolpa da bongwale o gandona chuchut. Kachi chu ita dondonga. Yumalit.
Yes! Another side quest time. Success. Tattooine? I don't know. What is it?
Genchopa chawi tichok twis yun kun. Watuyama kama wona henak neck.
I'm Bastila, yes. I take it that you know my mother?
Bona na kachu. Kicha badwang. Wanga kun kiba bu mulera. Kakin chak nawagawa bakon.
Is there something I can do for you, miss? As you can see, we're in quite a hurry.
Kakin cha na kwat na bon kon. Wana kumbes. Chi pala mulek. Tong ki pa na nonek. Tu nikton chun chun ki nemolek rabest.
My mother's condition.
Ti umpa do punta pinta. Ti konda una chabach.
I've not seen my mother since I joined the Order. Do you know what's happened? Did you say anything about my father?
Genchopa chawi tichok twis yun kun.
I see. Where did you meet her? Do you remember?
Chika ton mulaka wata yumaka wama.
Part of me would rather not see her at all. But if she is really sick, well, we shall see.
The Twi'lek just disappeared into thin air. Now I need to figure out where the canteen is.
Laborari wikis na toma. Wana kumbes chingama ulira. Tok chingbang nonket. Kuyari just kuna jitanai. Ina kun mama ulira rachikun. Primo padona.
What?
Her mother was supposed to be here somewhere. Ask if they've seen her.
나보다 아니면 기스마토마 와나콘베스 징바마루리라 구야비 주스쿠나 지트나이 이나 쿠이마마루리라 라치콘 스리모파토나.
We should try to find her. I doubt she wants to be kept waiting.
야토가 의원 징쿠나바무리라 라치콘 무자샹간바.
Okay. Circuit offices. Where's continue? Continue. Circuit registration. I think I might have already passed it. Continue. Circuit office. Circuit registration. Oh, there's the canteen. I'm in the right direction.
Beth? I'm sorry, do I know you?
I'm here, Mother, but don't you recognize me?
What do you expect when I haven't so much as had a picture of you since you left? Do you know how long I've been trying to find you?
You knew as well as I communication would be impossible once I joined the Order. Now what is this about? Where's Father?
Then you haven't heard. I should have known.
Has something happened to him? Are you going to tell me or not?
Your father is dead, Master. That is part of the reason why I was looking for you.
Dead? What happened? What did you do to him?
Isn't this a lovely reunion? Already she's flinging insults at me. Tell me, you're one of her friends. Do you treat your mother this way? Is that so? Well, I'll be joining her soon enough, I suppose.
I was told you were sick. Are you actually dying, or is this merely melodrama for my benefit?
Such sweet things, you say. Perhaps I should tell you everything first before we start arguing again.
You could start by telling me what you got Father into that killed him.
I hadn't realized Jedi was so spiteful. You want me to tell you I brought your father here for an expedition, do you? You want to blame me for his death? You never accepted that your father loved going on his treasure hunts, leaving you alone with me. I was always to blame for everything. What else is new? So yes, fine. I brought your father here to look for great dragon pearls. He took an expedition into the Tattooine desert, and he died.
How can you be sure of that? Father is an experienced...
Do you think I would look for you if I wasn't sure? They were attacked by a great dragon, and one of the guides fled the battle. He saw your father killed.
I see. So what do you want from me? Credits?
Don't be insulting. I want you to use those senses of yours. I want you to find him. I want you to bring back his holocron.
Why? So you can sell it.
Is it too much to ask that I have something to remember your father by? Of course it is, isn't it? You couldn't be bothered.
We're very busy on a mission from the Jedi Council. I doubt I'll have the time. Ask my companions if you doubt me.
As my daughter is quick to point out, I haven't the coin to hire another expedition, nor am I the adventurer my husband was.
What remains would there be? Great dragons are huge predators, easily able to devour a human, and the desert is a harsh environment. Finding my father's remains would be an even more impossible task than finding his holocron, an ignoble end to a fine man. It doesn't seem to have anything to do with what she's asking. Are you actually sick, Mother?
What difference does it make to you? None, I'm sure. Just find your father's holocron, and you won't have to worry about me again either way.
That's the kind of response I would expect. Very well. We'll look for the holocron if we have time. I can't promise any more than that.
I believe your father was headed north towards the Sand People Enclave. I would check along that route, dear. Do please hurry.
Well, at least that's where we're headed, so yay. However, I'm going to stock up on materials first, since I used up so many of my advanced med packs, etc. In the Sith Academy.
Ucciua pensi, ang ituama ji human at Tattooine, ji ita kangi chan na kilikon, ji Baba Hassan chan, no ba muli raki lai kuka. Siya, tingkuin ko ka.
Sure, I'll buy his products. Infinite. Yes. Oh. Yes, I will easily spend a couple $1,000s on these, if they will save my life. Hopefully 50's enough. Networks, advanced repair kits. Should be okay. Alright. Back to the dunes. Here is hoping that,
Oh, it's you again. I'll just let you pass. The boys in the office may need authorization in triplicate, but not me. Good hunting out there.
hopefully I've leveled up enough that I can actually defeat the Great Dragon.
Tasty at its best.
Oh! You're so not helping me. Alright, fine.
You shall fall. There, take that.
Alright, much better. These guys wiped the floor with me prior to leaving Tattooine, so hopefully that means things will be just a teensy bit easier. Oh yeah, I went through the other direction, didn't I? I put my airport down. Oh yeah, I bailed last time. That's why. Okay. I have to do this part over again.
I'm tired of waiting, Comad. How big can this dragon of yours be? I'm going in. Runda di hotonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotek. Tugning ka chikun ida hodonga. Yiking kuno ba mulera chikun. Spimo podona. Mucho shakpakat. Chino no damapaule rachikun. Runda di hotonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez. Ka chikun ida hodonga. Yiking kuno ba mulera chikun. Spimo podona. Jeda badowana ni di bobo. Dong na bungsha nunya. Dong badukash magtalea. Runda di hotonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tungking ba. Ka chikun ida hodonga. Yiking kuno ba mulera chikun. Runda di hodonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez chika chikun ida hodonga. Yiking kuno ba mulera. Runda di hodonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule. Ka chikun ida hodonga. Yiking kuno ba mulera chikun. Spimo pod. Runda di hodonga kun hankabi. Ka chikun ida hodonga. Yiking kuno ba mulera chikun. Spimo podona. Rudi hodonga ku hunkabe. Runda di hodonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez. Jeda badowana ni di bobo. Dong na bungsha nununya. Ronda di hotonga kun hankali. Mucho shot bakat.
Okie dokie then. What's wrong there?
There, take that. The force fights with me. The force fights with me. Now, so.
Droid efficiency at its best. Droid efficiency at its best.
Ah, there's more.
The force fights with me. Now that must have hurt.
Okay, I have to give them more at the fodder apparently.
Achuta. Wonga kun pistol. Achuta. Wonga kun pistol. Jedo badowana ni dibobo. Dong na bungsha nununya. Une hudu. Rananu prata doko shirkasha. Jum apike.
Ooh, he really is like a dragon.
We itaman dayata. Wata yukjedo badowana ni dibobo. Ronda di hotonga kun hankali. Mucho shot bakat.
Logically, running to the other side.
Now,
Well, I hope that we find Bastila's hologram inside the cave. on. Okay, I guess that's it. Start time.
Statement. I believe there can be little doubt that we have found the star map you were seeking. I am surprised it is still working after all this time.
I do not think it is mere chance that we have found the star map here, in the lair of a great dragon. The star map is an artifact of the dark side. The great dragon may have been drawn here by its dark power, only to be enslaved by it. Come, we should leave this place. There's nothing else for us here.
Oh, okay. That looks promising. Oh yes, let me guess. This is Darth Bandon coming to attack me. I'm gonna stand here and heal for a moment.
Acknowledgement!
Let's give you an... Let's give you a repair kit, shall we? Okay.
I'm here.
Alright.
At last, my search is over. I was beginning to fear someone else had killed you and deprived me of the pleasure. You may have defeated the pathetic bounty hunter my master sent after you, but you are no match for me. I have studied at the foot of the Dark Lord himself. Your words mean nothing to me, unless you wish to beg for your life. No,
Oh yeah, you did kill
then I shall
Trask.
try to make this both quick and painful.
Quick and painful. Wow, that's interesting. Why did they just do that? Yeah, that did not work.
Oh! There.
Whoa, Bastila! What are you doing? You should be healing me.
Yes?
Oh, healing. Lots of healing, please. Okay.
I'm here.
Wretched attack to maximum. Drawing efficiency at its best.
You are going to attack him as well. Kindly. And I'm gonna force lightning.
I'm here.
This guy. And I'm almost dead again. Seriously?
There. Take that. Damn it.
Okay, well, I have enough.
The Force fights with me! Oh!
And I have it. Okay. This might be a harder fight than I thought. Oop, I'm dead. Well, he's fastly got him. Good job.
I'm here.
Hey, grabber. Five. Yeah, I like wearing Jedi robes. Okay, well, let's keep healing a little bit here. Alright, now I need to go back to the sand people. Wait. I could get some lore about the planet, but I also want to keep the pearl. I think I'm going to keep it. I kinda just want to be done. Seriously? Move!
What?
Okay. That's reassuring.
Query. What do you wish to ask of him, Master? Protocol. This will be a very sensitive topic, Master. You will want to be careful with your questions or risk offending him. Not that is much of a worry. Translation. Translation. You have been told that to be considered worthy of hearing the histories, you need to bring him a dragon pearl from a great dragon. Translation. He says the discussion is closed until you fulfill this condition. He thinks you are just making fun of his traditions. Translation. Translation. He is stupefied, Master. He never thought you could return with such an item. Such a thing has not been done in many years. Translation. He will allow you to meet the storyteller, but also gives a warning. If you dare to repeat the histories incorrectly, you will be killed. Translation. The storyteller will be summoned to one of the rooms here in the Enclave. He seems to think this is a great honor for you, Master. Translation. Translation. We are free to leave.
Okay, where would this room be? One of the rooms is not very helpful. This one perhaps? Excellent. Wait, where are you? Dude. Okay, now that my party is present.
Translation. He identifies himself as the storyteller, Master. He has been told of your warrior skills and will speak the history to you. Translation. Translation. There is only one accepted history, passed orally to each successive generation. Translation. A book or datapad can be taken away, cheapening the value of what it contains. To commit it to paper or storage is to remove it from the people. Translation. Translation. You may choose to hear the history, or you may choose not to. Their history is a single entity that cannot be partitioned. Translation. The only exception is in continuing the tales once they have begun. If you leave, when you return, he will continue from where he left off. Translation. Translation. It begins with the ancient times. They were not sand people, for there was no sand. The land was green with life, and they walked without wrappings. Translation. Though the land was beautiful, they lived apart from the land. They built their walls high and saw beyond the horizon. They dared to reach the stars. Translation. There are no words for how long ago this was. It was before the outsiders, before the abduction, before the cities fell, before the builders. Translation. Translation. His arrogant people touched the stars, and this sin drew the attention of the builders. The builders did not touch the stars, they lashed them to millstones. Translation. Great demons of metal stripped the world of its riches, until all that was left was the green of the ground. The great cities were lifted away. Translation. Those that had used the wealth were taken along with it. Transgressors abducted to serve past the sky, seeding the stars with penitent, adaptable slaves. Translation. Editing, if I may, Master. This section of his tale details several millennia of the long walk, their nomadic wanderings as they accept their identity in a desert world. Rather than strain my circuits on his dialect, might we just assume there was much fighting over who has the biggest bantha and move on to more recent things? Translation. Translation. The tribes spread far, distant from each other, but all as sand people, and all cherished the land that remained. The sand would not be misused. Translation. Then machines fell from the stars again, outsiders like you that brazenly walked apart from the land. And greater still was the insult to come. Translation. These outsiders reminded them of their past transgression, of the time when they too walked apart from land. The outsiders, your kind, looked like their ancient abductors. Translation. So it is to the current sons, that the sand people hate all outsiders and give them no footing. You come again, time after time, adaptable slaves to the machine. Editing. The last 1,000 years are full of conflicts with different groups of attempted planetary settlers, all of whom are poorly described, long dead, and likely untraceable. I believe I have truncated it down to the usable bits in what was already said. I hope it is enough, Master. Translation. Translation. We are free to leave.
Right then. That was pretty cool. Alrighty, time to deliver the holocron and get off this sand planet. No, I don't want any more raid plates. Thank you.
even looked for the holocron yet?
I have the holocron, Mother. I'm just not sure I want to give it to you.
And why not? Would you deny me even that?
I've never denied you anything, Mother. You may think I don't remember what it was like before I left for the Order, but I do. You were the one who pushed Father to go on one treasure hunt after the other. You loved living in wealth. You think I don't remember the fights? You were eager to send me to the Jedi even though I didn't want to go. You took Father away from me. And now this holocron is all I have of him.
Fool girl. You have a strange way of remembering things. That wasn't...
No, I don't wish to argue with you any more, Mother. It's time we parted ways now, for both our benefit. Perhaps not. I can remember my father well enough. But I ask you, why should she have it?
Is it too difficult to believe that I am a dying woman who simply wishes to see her husband one last time?
I find it difficult to believe anything you say, Mother. You're right. It shames me, but I find it difficult to let go of the past. I'm sorry, Mother.
I was hard on you, dear. I wasn't a very good mother to you. I know that. Your father loved you so. He wanted you to be just like him. He wanted to take you on his hunts, but I said they were too dangerous. I always tried to keep him from the dangerous ones, but he would have none of it. It was a reckless life we led, always moving. I didn't want that for you.
So that's why you gave me to the Order?
What do your father and I have to show for all those years of hunting? Nothing. That was no life for anyone, especially not someone as gifted as you, your father. He spent all his last years trying to pay for my treatments. That's why he went for the plows. I begged him not to, but
your treatments.
I'm dying, Bastard. I did not lie about that. It's been a long time in the coming, and there's really nothing that can be done anymore. I told your father to let me go, but you know how he was. Stubborn.
I'm so sorry, Mother. I don't know what to say.
Keep the holocron, Bastard. It would do me good to know you have it. This talking to you. This is what I really needed before I
know. Thank you. I'm glad we talked too.
Oh, you said you had important business, and you were never one to mince words. You there. You take care of my daughter, you hear me? That's good. I'll feel a lot better knowing there's someone to watch her.
Where are you going to go?
It doesn't matter, dear. Don't you worry about me.
Here, take these 500 credits. That's all I have. Go to Carsen and find a doctor. I'll meet you there after what I have to do.
But I already told you there's nothing that can...
Please take it. I want to see you again, and we can talk.
All right, I will. You do what you have to, Bastard. You go make your father and I proud.
I'll try. Farewell, Mother. How can I help? Yes, that brought me a lot of peace. More than I thought it would have. Thank you for urging me toward it. After all my training, I would have thought it would be easier. Apparently, I still have much to learn.
All right. I think that's all my side quests. 3.
Greetings again from the offices of Zerga Corporation. Is this about bounties or something else? I see that, but do you have the all-important chieftain's gaffy? That was what you agreed to get for us. Well, that is a very big headache that you've removed. I'm sure there are still sand people out there, but they'll be quieter now. I think I'll give you a bonus for this. You've more than lived up to your side of the bargain. Zerga Corporation thanks you. It would be valuable to have someone on call if the Sand People made another incursion. I think you're right. Yes, here's an additional reward. Once again, Circuit Corporation thanks you.
Excellent. That was useful. Oh wait, I'm supposed to be trying to find... What is that? Mota. Right. Let's go find him. Somewhere.
Ako Chekopa. Sino mo lalaking pajak? Snimo po'y Chibedwana ni Bobo Kundi Hautong Natong Chimbab Yimnoba. Chibedwana ni Bobo Lagola na Rinkies Matot. Kundi Hautong Natong Lagola na Rinkies Matoma.
There we go. There's a side quest done. Woohoo! Oops.
How can I help? Why? I could not accomplish this on my own. I need the aid of others, especially one who is strong in the Force. The bond between us made you a natural choice. Besides, the events on Taris proved that the Force wanted to bring us together for this mission, and there is little left to chance when the Force is involved. Is that not enough for you? I admit, there were times that I wondered if this is more than just a mission to stop Malak. There were times when I wondered if this was also a way for the Council to test my own abilities. I wondered if the Council wanted to see how I would help and guide you on our quest. I wondered if they were testing me to see if I was ready to become a Jedi Master myself. And then I realized how foolish such thoughts were. As the Council explained, sending a Master in our group would only have drawn unwanted attention from the Sith. The fate of the galaxy is at stake. The Council would not risk it merely to test me. They calculated the risks, and in the end chose the only option available. You must learn to trust in the wisdom of the Council. Your destiny will come when it's appointed time. You mustn't be so impatient. Come on, come. Let's move on. There's much to be done. How can I help? I do. I've been trying to come up with the best way to say this for some time, but I suppose I should just come out and say it. The truth is, I have come to depend on you. Not just for the sake of the mission, but for my own sake as well. I'm glad you're with us. Well, yes. Surely that's not so surprising. Did I? I am trying to be sincere here. It occurred to me that I may have been too critical of you, too demanding at times. I know my manner can be a bit taciturn. I know you must be getting sick of my lectures about the dark side and everything else. I spent all my years being hounded by my instructors, being told so often how gifted and important I was until I was sick of it. I remember when I was younger, I used to swear that I would never become as self-absorbed and stodgy as the Jedi Masters. It's ironic, really. That's kind of you to say, but I know for myself it's not really true. Being controlled has kept everyone around me at an arm's length. Even those like yourself who are most in need of my understanding and compassion. Maybe it's time to change that. You deserve to know how much I respect and admire you. I have to tell you how much I care for you. As a friend, of course. Please, it's not allowed. I have to remain true to the Jedi ideal. If this is going to cause a problem, maybe I shouldn't have said anything. Well, that was not nearly so difficult as I feared. Thank you for hearing me out. I feel much better, but enough soul-searching for now. We should probably continue on with our mission. How can I help? Am I so transparent? I suppose I shouldn't be surprised, considering our bond. Yes, there is something I would like to ask, if you'll permit it. In our time together, I've been watching you. You are a true servant of the light. You follow the tenets of the Jedi Order despite the lure of the dark side. And with so little training, for me it has always been a constant battle. Don't you find it difficult at all? You make it seem so easy. Or is that only an illusion? And that's enough for you. If only it were as easy for me. If only the right path was always clear. I've always struggled for control over my passions. I've always been too quick to anger, too quick to get involved. My instructors constantly berated me for it. I've often dreamed that I might be able to confront Darth Malak myself. I dream I can use all this power I have to kill him and stop all the death and destruction. I just think about all the evil that the Sith have caused, and I get so furious. Yet we are told that these feelings are the path to the dark side. Yes, of course, you're right. I have to remember my training. The Masters know well the corrupting influence of the dark side, although it is hard for me to imagine. The very thought that I could become as evil as Malak, I just can't fathom it. It just doesn't seem possible. How could I... No. Wait, I'm sorry. I shouldn't even be asking you this. The Jedi teachings are clear. Who am I to question them? Even worse, who am I to try and make you question them? These are dangerous thoughts. The indulgence of a vain mind. Please, forget I ever mentioned this. Let's just return to our mission. How can I help? Yes, I did end that quite abruptly, didn't I? Perhaps a master could have addressed my questions with the proper wisdom, but I never should have brought it up here, not with you. Part of my purpose on this mission was to guide you in the way of the light, to help you avoid the temptations of the dark side. But I fear I've failed in that task. I don't think I'm the proper Jedi to guide you. I'm no master. You should have remained with the Council. The fact of the matter is, I have never possessed much skill at controlling myself. With the bond that joins us, it seems I have even less. You have maintained the path of the light side, but it has been in spite of my influence, not because of it. It's increasingly obvious I am unable to guide you properly. It's kind of you to say, but I think the evidence speaks for itself. I think I may have made a very big mistake. I simply hope that you are not the one who pays the price, ultimately, for the fact that I can't help you enough. That's a kinder response than I deserve, and I can see there is wisdom in your words. You continue to be there for me, don't you? Even after I keep pushing you away, you're still around when I need you most. Perhaps you can help me, and I will try to help you if I can. Hopefully this will all work out for the both of us, and for the sake of the mission. I need time to think about all this. They're not going as I thought they would. We should continue on with our mission for now. How can I help? You have been patient with me, haven't you? I suppose you deserve an answer. But you have to understand how difficult this is for me to say. With all my training, I should be able to control myself better than this. But you're not like anything I expected. You're not like any man I've ever met before. I find myself watching you when I don't mean to. I'm thinking about you when I don't want to. It isn't supposed to be like this. I don't know. It shouldn't be so hard not to think of you. It should be easy not to think of you. I should have discipline. Jedi discipline. Every time I try to call on all my teachings to calm myself, they fail me. You have such power, such passion. I don't know if it's due to the bond between us, but I'm drawn to you. If I could, I would return to Tattooine. I need to be away from this bond of ours. I need to weaken it. I need to be anywhere but near you. But Malak must be stopped. My own feelings are nothing when compared to that. Yet I know this could affect the sake of our mission if it's not resolved. I can't let that happen. I think we should have some privacy for this. Come with me. You're stronger than I am, and there's no point in telling me otherwise. You will be a great Jedi, I think. I hope. In some ways you make me feel weak. I am caught up in the wake of our destiny. But at the same time, you make me feel stronger, more alive. I realize now these feelings are part of the bond we share. The Jedi Council surely realized this. They knew my loyalty to the doctrines of our order would be tested on this mission. By facing and overcoming my feelings for you, I've learned a valuable lesson about control and the dangers of emotion. This is an important step in understanding the Force. I'm sorry if this is not what you wanted to hear, but I felt that it was important you know our infatuation was nothing more than a result of our powerful bond. You're the one who can't face the truth. Malak has to be stopped. How can I do that if I let myself be blinded by my feelings for you? You mean it, don't you? But how can I be sure you're not making a mistake? I have to resist. I have to be strong for both of us. But I can't. Malak will... Okay, you've made your point. Now shut up and kiss me, you fool. We shouldn't have done that. It was wrong. The Jedi are not allowed to fall in love. It was a moment of weakness. When I kissed you, we shouldn't have. I'm sorry. No, I know we both wanted it, but we shouldn't have given in to our desire. We're Jedi. We can't act like this. Not now. Nor will we still have to deal with Malak. I'm sorry. I don't blame you, but it was a mistake. I have to get out of here before somebody sees us together.
Seduction achieved.